city was once the jewel of our kingdom. A place of light and beauty and music. And so it shall be once more!
Sunday's found peace into the abyss.
This is my power.
The city of Osgiliath has been reclaimed! For Gondor! For Gondor! For Gondor!
Welcome to Zorpazorp Gaming. My name's Lachie and Tom, and welcome to the fourth installment of our Gondor at War campaign. Once again, we are joined by the gentleman Tom Ward.
How you doing?
This is going to be pretty cool today. We got an epic scenario. Another Osgiliath one. We're actually playing scenario 5 of the campaign because scenario 4, the raid of Pelagia, we're going to move to a bit later on and do all the Pelagia stuff together. So more Osgiliath action today. And this scenario is badass. We are representing the final battle where Gothmog gets all these boys together, all these Morannon lads, and just comes in and sweeps away the Gondor forces, which is exactly what's going to happen today, isn't it, Tom?
Not quite sure. I think I'm in your head, so I think we'll go alright.
Yeah.
So.
I thought I had the scenario in the bag. Off the bat, it looks really good for the Mordor forces. Essentially, I've got 36 Morannon orcs, that big sort of normal mixture of spears and shields and normal hand weapons. And then I've got the 3 heroes, Gothmog, the man himself, who's just a champion. I've got Guritz and the Gothmog's Enforcer, which are the 2 new profiles from the Gondor at War sourcebook. And they're all very spicy with lots of heroic move links and kind of cool things to do. Strength 5 with Guritz as well, so exciting little hero profiles to use. And I deploy 12 inches from the eastern and 12 inches from the western. Essentially, Guritz has led a band of Morannon orcs around Faramir's forces, and we are going to pincer you, and you guys are in the middle, Tom.
Yeah, so we're starting within 6 in the middle. Very small Gondor, I think it's the remnants now. So 12 warriors, 12 rangers, and then the 3 ranger heroes, so Faramir, Damrod and Madril.
Yeah, cool. And you guys have got to get off the board edge?
Yes, so we've got to get off this, the western board edge, running back to Minas Tirith. I've got to get 33% and Faramir off.
Yeah, of course. If Faramir dies, the best the good side can achieve is a draw. So I've got to kill 66% of you and hopefully scalp Faramir in the process. And I thought that was sounding pretty easy until we, of course, remembered that Dan was mighty and victorious in the last Osgiliath scenario, which generated a bit of a benefit for you,
Yeah,
Tom.
it's good. I needed the help. Faramir becomes a mini Aragorn. He's got a free heroic action every turn.
Yeah, because there weren't enough heroic actions could go on in this game.
Could help.
Yeah, free heroic action every turn for Faramir. Obviously, Gothmog's got Master of Battle, so hopefully I can get Gothmog nice and close and start getting a whole lot for Mordor. But it is going to be really interesting to see how this unfolds. I think the first couple of turns are going to be crucial, Tom.
Yeah, they could be. It all depends on the feinting, which direction we go. We've got a few special rules as well.
Oh, of course, the scenario is pretty interesting too.
So,
what's up for the scenario, Tom?
If I kill any more on an orcs, they respawn effectively from the north and south board edges in the middle. So
cool.
Interesting point, and that's on a 4+.
Yep.
And
so every turn they get put to the side, but they do keep coming back if I miss.
And you've also got the Nazgul special rules. So
This one's fun.
Yeah, there's a Nazgul effectively flying over, paralysing, scaring one of my troops every turn on a 3+.
Nice.
So,
and he can't move or shoot and
can only be engaged in fight, and then he's fight 1, so he's pretty much useless.
yeah, cool. So hopefully that could, really save the day. If Tom's almost got everyone off the board and one guy needs to run, I'm going to be scaring him as much as possible. But maybe some cool kind of scaring people in really pivotal positions in terms of once the lines clash. There's lots of really fun tactical opportunities for that. And we'll definitely put in some sort of epic sound effect every time I roll a 3. So that should be pretty awesome. Let's dive into it, dude. This is going to be really fun, I think. Good luck.
No worries.
Hopefully Mordor can take Osgiliath. So here we can see Tom's excellent little horde of valiant defenders right here around the center of the board, right in a 6-inch little circle. We've got some tents there as well. They were obviously taking a few naps, Tom, when
having a little camp.
And then the Mordor forces are springing into action. We've got our gorgeous little river section in play today. Obviously these lads have just jumped off the boats. And then my little stealth team over here, led by Guritz. He has got a bit of a main shield wall here in the center region. I've just got a couple of little flankers here because there is a bit of a channel straight in through this cathedral. So, you know, potentially Tom could just shift the entire force down here. So they're just there to be a bit of a control zone flag, and a few more little guys over here near the fountain as well. Let's do priority, Tom. Turn number 1. Whoop. Oh, damn it. I really didn't want to win that one. Alright, well, it's my move first. I've got some choices to make here. I don't get to see what Tom does before I move, so I'm going to jump in and we'll see how we go. At the start of every turn, I get to do my Nazgul roll, so on a 3-up, I get to paralyze one of Tommy's guys with fear. I'm just going to pick this little spearman deep in here, just to mess with Tom's poor formation. On a 3, ooh, he is paralyzed. So that's a rough time for him. That's going to hopefully disrupt the Gondorian lines a little bit. Now, I should have done that at the very start, but I've actually already done my move. As you can see, I haven't called any heroics or anything fancy. I've just pushed up 6 inches because really I want to try and see where Tom's going. So I've got my horde here with Gothmog and Gothmog's Enforcer, and then I've also got Guritz and his boys have just charged forward because, I mean, for God's sakes, they're orcs. We're wrapping around on this flank, and I've got a couple of guys heading down into this cathedral as well. So, Tommy, it's on to your move. Let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, this is the big one.
This is the big one. No pressure.
Yeah.
Don't throw the game on the first turn.
Thanks, mate. So, to counteract this evil move, we've effectively engaged with 2 spearmen, just so that I was able to move around this frozen Nazgul warrior. Then we've pushed Faramir, Madril, and 2 spear supports into the end combat. Brought the whole ranger gunfire rank by 3, so they can 3 inches, so they can still shoot. And the rest of the warriors have piled around, except for a few of the rangers under cover here, with Damrod, who have moved 3, trying to shoot just out of range of Guritz's ranks. And then we have a few warriors left here just to hold the camp line. So we'll go into shooting. You have no shooting, so
I
it's
do
just
not.
me. So we'll do this. Gun rank is straight into the front wall because they've just got shields. So I'll do my first 4 into these guys. They are not hitting on 3s because they moved, and needing 6s. 1 kill.
Those don't have shields, remember, because they're my Morannon with no shield proxy. So that's
one
2
is-
kills.
yeah. Oh, okay, yes.
Down they go.
Even better then. And now I've got 3 bows left, shooting at these 2 as well. So 1 hits. Hopefully we can get another kill. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Very, very good shooting from us there. I've got 1 more bow here with a spear. He's going to take a shot. He misses. So Damrod and 4 rangers in the ranks there. They're going to shoot straight into the rank and file orc at the front. Now those are proper Maranon orcs with shields. So we had 4 plus Damrod in red, shooting at these guys. So they all moved, so we lose 2, 3 hits, needing 6s this time. Nothing there from that one. And finally, my 4 Gondor warriors left.
These poor little lads who are quite brave. Let's see how accurate they are.
These 2 are going to shoot over at the 3
Over at these 2
there.
here, yeah.
So they both hit.
Nice.
Very nice. They are without shields, so needing 5s. Nothing. And the other 2 shooting straight into the orcs without shields again. Yeah. 1 hit, needing a 5. Nothing. So that's my shooting.
All right, cool. Well, that takes us into priority for turn number 2. Oh, what am I talking about? Combat.
Combat. Oh yeah.
This is going to be huge. All right, any heroic combats from you, Tommy?
I am using Faramir's free to call heroic combat.
Fantastic. I have no heroes in combat, so it's all up to you, Tommy. Take it
We're
away.
going to do that combat. So it's a Moran orc with a spear support versus Madril and Faramir and 2 spearmen.
Ooh.
So, Madril.
Oh,
double
big
ones.
double ones.
2 spearmen. Wow, doing well, doing really well. Now, Faramir to win it. 5.
Okay,
Let's have a
well,
look.
that was looking exciting for a little while. Big 6, let's make him spend
And
a
he
point of
does.
might. Look at that.
Fantastic.
You're gonna
Ooh,
spend the might?
Yes, I'm going to spend the point of might.
Down it goes. All right. Well, at least we got 1 point of might out of him. He's only got 3.
So, Faramir.
Fails.
2 spearmen. Cocked. Nothing.
Oh, come on.
Madril.
Oh, he gets it.
Madril always carries me. I don't know what Faramir is doing. Reliably bad. Now we get to move with this combat. So, what we might do is going to do the old slingshot. Oh, or are we? Or are we? That's the question. We don't know. Going a bit insane. I don't really know what to do here.
Yeah, well, you can certainly try and get a bit deeper and pick off this guy. Or look, there's
Can we leave them all behind?
there's a Guritz there,
There
just
is.
waiting to be charged.
He's got a heroic move. I think we might have to do the old Guritz play. Or do we? We don't. I don't know.
All right,
I'm gonna have a
we're
think.
gonna leave Tom to
have a think.
ponder his tactical choices, and we'll come back and see what unfolds.
Oh, it's time to go a bit mental.
You can start dropping our dice everywhere.
I just keep chucking them everywhere.
All right, do you want to tell us what's happened?
Yeah, so after the heroic combat, I've pulled around to take on Guritz. They're only point of might over here because I don't want the heroic move to stop my troops next turn. So we've moved in with both heroes, so we're going to do that combat. So,
All right, well, I've got Guritz, this first one I'm using this profile. He's got 2 attacks, and there's also a spearman who I left him in base contact with. And you, Tommy?
Faramir's in green, Madril's in red. Ooh, 6.
Oh, well, you got it on 5
He's
there.
taken it on 5.
Oh, jeez. Well, we weren't going well anyway with the minus ones.
Alright, so defense 6, strength 4 on both my heroes, so looking for 5s. Faramir in green. One wound. Just the one wound.
And nothing mightable either.
Are you trapped?
Am I trapped? Let's have a look-see. I think I can
you
get
can
out.
probably, if you can back him away, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Lucky.
cool. Alright, so 1 wound on Guritz. I'll just jump straight in and use my fate point right now. Let's see how resilient he is. A 1! Well, he's not so good now. So, 1 wound and 0 fate. But you did burn a might point, probably a worthwhile trade for you in the end.
That's alright.
Alright,
Now
what's
we've
next?
just got 2 orcs versus one of my warriors.
Fantastic.
Go
Come on,
shield.
Moranum boys. Oh,
6.
2s for me.
There we go.
Goes to you.
And then one more combat like that, shielding as well.
Let's go, boys. 6 high. Okay, so tied fight value, Tom. So I've got priority. We'll do the roll off, and it goes to the forces of good.
So push you back. No wounds there, and that's the end of the fight.
Are you shielded? Of course. All right. Well, let's jump straight into priority for turn number 2. And 2 goes to the forces of evil. Any heroic moves from you?
Yeah, I might call one now. I'm gonna call a heroic move with. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna call a heroic move with Madril.
Okay, cool. So Maddie in here. And in response, I'm going to call a heroic move with Guritz so I can try and negate those pesky Gondorians from getting out of there. I've got priority. Let's see if my roll-off skills continue. Oh, come on, Evil. You can do it. Oh, for God's sake. Goes to the forces of good. This is feeling really familiar. Hopefully this trend doesn't continue. I'm 2-0. Alright, well, Tommy's going to jump into his heroic move, and we'll come back once he has nailed it.
Madril called it. He moved in first around to take on Guritz's spear supporter out of the combat. Then Faramir and a spear warrior have moved in and are taking on Guritz. My rangers with Damrod have just attacked the front flank of the Moran Orcs now, so they couldn't move, and then the rest of the troops have moved around. So what happened was the troops that were within the ring have sort of jumped on, hopped into some big number Gondor versus small number Orc combats, and a few rangers have started to make for a break.
Cool, well my Morannon forces have just hoarded up. I've got a couple of key combats here with Gothmog and with Gothmog's Enforcer, and then Tommy threw in a supporter to try and prevent some heroic combat magic from Gothmog down the chain. My Forg Orcs, who all died, decided to come back from this little reinforcement point here. They're pretty keen to get into the fight, and I also got my Paralyze off again on this Ranger from the Nazgul flying over, and one Valiant Orc who wasn't engaged managed to pin a few Rangers in place. Now, do you have any shooting this turn, Tom? Couple of shots?
I do have one shot.
One shot.
One ranger coming over here as a sacrifice as move 3, so he's going to just shoot straight at this orc here. He hits
needing 6s, and he kills him. Oh,
What a champ.
That was a good play. Good play.
I'm sure he'll be back next turn, so it's not really a problem.
It was a tactical play, that one.
Alright, into the fight phase. This is going to be very spicy indeed. Any heroics from you, sir?
Yes. I have the free heroic from Faramir again, so I'm gonna call a heroic combat.
Heroic combat with Faramir, the man himself.
Yeah.
Now I've got Guritz over here as well. Let me just double check what his heroic combat abilities are. Guritz is just a normal captain and his only abilities are Heroic March, so he's not going to be able to call Heroic Defense like I was hoping. That's actually Gothmog's Enforcer who has that heroic ability. Speaking of the man himself, he is going to call a Heroic Combat, and so is Gothmog. Going to try and do a bit of a couple of slingshot actions to allow Gothmog to strike deeper into the lines. Now, I've got priority again, don't I, Tom?
Yes, you do.
So let's do the roll-off to see who goes first. Not that it really matters in this instance. It is the Forces of Evil. Alright, we are going to start with Gothmog's Enforcer. Tommy, what have you got there?
I have a normal Gondor warrior with bow.
Alright, now I have no might on these dice anymore, so it doesn't really matter, but I have got the fight value advantage. Show me something rubbish. Yeah, that's not too bad. Excellent, that's what we wanted to see. Now I need...
Needing 5s with all...
5s on 3 dice. Come on. Got him! No, that's a 3! Oh, I thought that was a 5, you bastard! Okay, that gamble didn't pay off at all. Okay, next on to your heroic combat, Tom.
So we've got Faramir and a spear support versus Guritz. Now you can choose if you want to put the spear from here off your warrior or onto Guritz.
I am absolutely going to put the spear on Guritz. Let's give him the chance he can.
That's it.
So Guritz has got the 2 attacks and my spear has got 1. So Guritz is in the red and the spear support is in the green. Set the tone for me, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm the other way around. So Faramir in green
Oh,
with
you
a 6,
bastard.
and he's won it. So needing a 5 with the green and a 6 with the red. He's going to use his second point of might.
Alright,
to kill
well,
Guritz
that's
there.
him down. Is he trapped? Do you want to check that first, Tom?
Uh,
Against the other combats?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
I'll give it. So we'll see if I don't need to use the might first.
Yeah, you might be able to
so
save
we'll-
your might point.
Yes,
You
there we
do.
go. There you go. Lucky 7 me might.
Down goes
There you go.
Guritz. Well, good job, Scully.
There you
You
go.
you were a coward and a failure, just like your true narrative counterpart. Well done.
So we've killed Guritz. So Faramir's got his heroic combat move still to do. Now this is an interesting one because you can just run him off, guaranteed not losing, or I can use him to try and guarantee the win. And why play for a draw? So I'm gonna charge in and fight 2.
Nice going in and pincering my little shield wall line. So conveniently for the forces of Mordor, we have just remembered that Gothmog's special rule, the Age of Men, is over. Grants my Gothmog's Enforcer with a Hatred Man special ability, which means he gets +1 to wound, turning the 4 into a 5 and killing that man of Gondor. So the first Gondorian is down, and more importantly, the heroic combat goes off, allowing Gothmog's Enforcer to be able to charge that spearman, not only peeling him off from this combat, but negating his control zone for later on. Now, let's jump into Gothmog's wonderful little heroic move. He's got 3 attacks and 1 from his little support. Ooh, big 6.
Could be on.
Very nice. And, oh, you
Yes.
bloody mongrel.
Yeah.
I can't even spend might. You son of a bitch. What a phenomenal
Done it again.
champion.
Now just put a wound on Gothmog now. Hey. Oh, that would have been too nice.
No,
That would have been too
yeah,
fun.
no wounds. Okay. Oh my god. I do not like this at all. Okay, let's jump into normal combat. I've got priority. There's not a lot exciting for me to start with, so let's go.
One here with Gothmog's Enforcer.
Yep. He's got 2 attacks.
Oh, I got a 1.
There we go.
Win.
And we are gonna dig in and
Nope.
take no wounds.
And then here, what's going on?
We
2
have got,
on 2.
yes, 2 on 2. Just the one spearman there. Hey, there we go, Mordor. That's it. And we are going to splice them, aren't we, boys? 1-6.
One gone.
Down
There we go.
goes the bowman.
That's the first Gondor troop.
Second Gondor troop, because we killed the other guy before.
Oh no.
Alright, 2 rangers on 1 little orc. This guy is just going to fight as normal. And with a 2, goes to you. Oh, that's just
Does hit
rude.
him.
Absolutely rude. All right, and then now this is going to be
combat here.
much more fun for you, I
1,
think,
2,
Tom.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 attacks.
And I can't even see my orc.
one.
Who am I fighting?
One orc.
Oh, there he is. Right, he's got a shield, so he's going to shield. That's a good sign for him. I've got double sixes again.
Oh, I did get a 6.
Oh,
So
brutal. Brutal.
And
I think he's trapped.
I mean, that wouldn't kill him.
No, you'll need to double that.
Wow.
Oh,
Just.
so close. All right, down he goes. He'll be back.
Only needed 14 guys to kill him. And into the shield wall under the car, like the tower. So we have 1-on-1 here.
I'm going to shield. 5's me.
Or,
There we go.
Then the next 1-on-1 again, because Faramir's taking the speed support away.
I'll take your word for it. I can't see a thing under there. Oh, whoops, sorry, you said 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Goes to you.
Oh, yes, come on. No, nothing.
No wounds.
Then we'll do Faramir fighting against 2 on this
So
side.
Faramir pinned against these 2 orcs. Both of my boys are going to shield, so I'll have 4 dice.
Oh,
Oh, wow. I wish I hadn't shielded now. Maybe it was a good idea I shielded. Got it with the 3s. Any might points from you?
I do have one, but I'm not going to use it.
Oh, what a shame.
Since you can't hurt me. And then we'll go Madril versus this one spear support.
Poor little orc. He's got a shield as well.
6.
He gets 4. 6 high goes to Madril. Once again, Madril doing the business.
Nothing.
Oh, sorry, I jinxed him there. That was terrible.
And then we have a Damrod versus... Damrod and a... Damrod versus 1. Oh,
Here we go. Oh! Yes, come on.
don't kill him.
I'm sick of Damron. He's been a thorn in my side. And he still is.
And then we have 1 on your 2.
Yeah, we're gonna, we're the same fight value.
No, it's a ranger, so I'm higher.
Okay, I'm gonna feint then. Stab, sorry.
1.
Got it. Alright, re-rolling 1s to wounds. Come on, boys. Oh, got the 1. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yes!
Let's get in.
Ranger down. Ranger down.
1 more.
Just another 1-on-1
2 on 1.
for me.
Oh no, just a 1-on-1.
Alright, we'll shield. Let's hold up the shield wall. That was
3.
not a good job of holding up the shield wall. Oh,
Yes.
not a good job at all.
Got him, just the guy on the very
Alright, the guy on the very end. I'll grab him in from this side. There he is. Alrighty, Roo. Any other combats?
That is all the combat.
That is all of it. Alright, let's jump into priority for turn number 3. It's been Mordor so far for the first 2 turns. Does it continue?
It could.
What did I get?
4.
I got a 4, goes to me. Alright, off the bat we are going to do my Nazgul Scream at the
Yeah.
beginning of the turn while I still remember. Now I've got some options here. I can go for someone sort of close that I can trap with some orcs, or someone further away who's at risk of, getting off the board edge pretty soon. A good one for me is always trying to pick someone that messes with Tom's ability to get his troops moving around. But I think what I'm going to do is put someone in nice and close. I think this swordsman next to Damrod, and we'll see if I can get him in combat later on. So, a 3. I've had 2 successful so far, so Tom's due for a free turn. No. He is frozen with fear and not doing very much this turn. Okay, so it is the Mordor move. Any heroic moves from you, sir?
Yeah, I will be calling a heroic move with Faramir's free one.
Faramir's free one. Okay, well at least we burnt the point for the heroic combat this turn. So I'm going to have to call some heroics as well. Heroic march, not really that worth it with the positioning of those Gondor forces. I'm going to have to leave it, and we'll jump into your heroic move. Well, things are looking dire for Mordor in turn 3 already. Tom has made a pretty epic little move here with his heroic move, getting his boys out of there, but still staying within 6 of Faramir. Now, of course, how many models do you need to score to win?
I have to get a 3rd off, so I need to get 9. And
9 models. And how many's in this cluster here, Tom?
I have 9 there.
9 right there.
And Madrill here.
Jesus,
last
goodness
one.
me. Okay, so they're getting pretty close to the board edge. I'm going to have to work some magic to get to them. I've had another 4 orcs run on, which is quite helpful, but I think they're going to be too little too late. I have ganged up on these guys in here with my orcs. Gothmog has once again charged into this bloody bowman. He's got a friend now, so hopefully they'll be able to win and carry through. And Gothmog's Enforcer has charged right up in onto Damrod underneath in the very heart of that combat. But aside from that, it's pretty much just lots of combat.
Yeah,
You got any shooting?
One paralyzed model.
Oh, yes.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, he's
being
in combat
charged.
there. Mm-hmm.
I've got no shooting.
No shooting? Alright, any heroic combats for you, sir?
No.
Alright, well, I've got only Gothmog with Might on the board, so he'll call his heroic combat, and we will do him first. Now he's going to use 3 big Mordor dice, and the green are the 2 orcs. What are you doing there with your Gondorian swordsman?
Gonna win.
You're going to win. Well, that's not too bad. Hey, there we go. Alright, now we get +1 to wound. Gothmog is strength 4, Tom?
Strength 4.
Yeah,
yes.
cool. So
Fives
still
all
needing
around.
5s, but 4s with the +1. There we
you
go.
go.
That's well, he's killed 4 times, so Gothmog made up for it. Now they all get to move.
Oh, the front.
Or as in the 2 that were in base contact. They're not going to be able to get right up into the heart here. That's too much of a move for them. So what we'll do is we'll just wrap them into some combats that are a bit deeper. Gothmog is going to move. He should go into a position where he traps that gentleman. And Gothmog's going to wrap all the way around into this guy. Because that'll put him on a charge move next turn, which is going to get him in range of some stuff, hopefully, and we can keep slingshotting him across the board. Fingers crossed. Well, let's do that combat there, Tom. Seeing as it's happening.
So.
Oh God.
So we've got a spearman on a warrior first.
Cool.
And then
Sounds good. Oh, what the hell was that?
I got a 1.
I got a 1 as well.
So we tie in this combat.
Yes, I'll do it again. I got priority. Goes to you once again.
And he doesn't kill him.
There we go. He survives. Now, Gothmog, he's come in to do the business. He's got 3 attacks, and he's got some friends. Oh my God, he's gonna need them. Jesus, thank goodness he didn't roll that before. And my 2 orcs that are with him. Jesus, well.
You just went on Gothmog, so like that.
Yeah, it's good on you. Gothmog with hatred. He needs 4s. There we go. Gets him. All right, up the back here.
Yeah.
It
One on
is.
one.
Oh, whoops. That's supposed to be
1 on 3.
1 on 3.
Oh, change your positions now.
6.
Oh yeah, lucky, nice.
And we're not in range for hatred, but
Likely
the 6 will get him. What's next? Let's go to this chaos in here.
1 on 1.
I'm not going to shield. I'm going to feint. Stab, I mean, sorry. You get on fight value, stabbing damage. I do not die, and you do not kill me. What's next?
1 ranger on 2.
Sounds good. And we've got it, and he's trapped in the mess of that other combat. And down he goes, 3 times dead. And then another 3 on 1 ranger up the back there. We're gonna stab again.
2.
And re-rolling 1s. Death killed 3 times as well. Now, this is it, boys. We just need to somehow apply this level of death to this side of the board.
Alright.
What do we got over here?
We'll start with this side and then work inside. So we've got Madrill and a spearman versus 3.
Yeah?
3 models.
Alright, boys, this is it. I am going to... I've got lower fight value anyway. I'm going to stab, and we're going to try and get some cheeky wounds if we can. 5 high. Oh, I got 1 cocked dice.
6,
Oh, you got the 6. Alright, goes to you guys.
Okay, so putting it on to, we've got 2 base contact and the spear support, so just go to base contact, Madrill needing 5s, red needing 6s.
There we go.
1 kill.
The warrior gets 1.
So that's 1 there,
There
gone.
he goes. Who is next?
And then we've got Faramir and a warrior against 2.
Alright, my 2 orcs are not going to shield, they're going to stab. We need some luck.
Oh, wow, you got it.
You've got no might.
I've got 1 point of might, but I'm not going to use it.
Alright, cool. Up it goes to me. So, we are re-rolling 1s. Let's see if we can get some cheeky wounds on Faramir. Oh, we do! We got 1! And a 1 to re-roll. Come on, give me that extra 6. Come on, come on, come on. No, okay.
I'll just take the first wound there.
Take the first wound. How many fate he's got left?
He hasn't used any.
Okay, cool. So he's got full fate, 1 wound. Very nice, boys. I need a bit more of that.
Alright, so 1 on 1 there.
I am not going to shield. I'm going to stab once again. Goes to me. And no wounds.
My paralyzed guy.
I will not stab. I'm just going to strike.
Fight 1 wins.
Yes, it does.
Right, now we've got Downrod against an Orc and Gothmog's Enforcer.
Alright, cool. Well, Gothmog's Enforcer will be in red. Set the tone for me.
5.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. He's got it.
He's going to put it on Gothmog's Enforcer. Strength 4.
Spending your might?
5. I will use my point of might to put a wound on him.
Yeah, cheeky wound on Gothmog's Enforcer. I will use his only point of fate. And he's fine. So he's still on 2 wounds, but that charge didn't quite pan out.
And finally, 1 Orc versus
right
a
up the back
Ranger.
there.
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to stab once again. 1 to me, 6 to you. Stabbing damage. He dies from the stab. Excellent work, Mordor. Right, well, a bit of a flurry of action for that turn, but we got Gothmog a bit closer. We got some kills, but I don't know if we're going to be able to catch this escaping horde. Let's jump into priority, Tom. And goes to you.
To me, yeah.
Alright, time for some heroic moves. I am going to call one... Tom, can you see if Gothmog's Enforcer is in range?
Yeah, this is the big moment.
Seeing 3 of Gothmog there. Looks like he's just short, I think.
I would say he's just short.
Okie dokie. So I got 1 point of might left with Gothmog's actual might. Which I really need to save for heroic combats to slingshot, I think. So this move win isn't really going to stop much from moving. Not at least this 9 that matters. I think I'll probably have to call it because I've got to find someone to engage Faramir and Madril to stop Tom from calling heroic moves. So I've got 6 inches within, so a couple of those guys are going to be able to call and hopefully do some... Oh, you know what? I need to think. So before we jump into heroic moves, we're going to do our Nazgul Scream. I'm going to pick one of these gentlemen over here to try and mess with Tom's move. So this ranger here is going to get terrified. I've got it 3 turns on the trot. Let's see how we go. Come on, boy. Oh, that was so cruel. Okay, well, the Nazgul's not screaming today. And I've also decided to whip out a heroic move with Gothmog. I whipped out the measuring tape, and there's a bunch of orcs in the front rank and 1 spearman in the second rank of those orcs clustered underneath the cathedral tower that are in range of Gothmog. So now, if I can get the heroic move off, I'll be able to plow them into Faramir and Madril to stop their heroic moves from going off. Are you going to be calling any, Tom?
Yes, I'm going to call 1 with Madril.
1 with Madril.
So
how much might?
Down to 1 after this one.
Down to 1, and of course you've still got Faramir's free 1 this turn, and he's all out now.
I know he's got 1.
1 left. Okay, cool. Still a bit of might for Gondor. You have priority. Thank God I don't have to roll a roll off. Who's it going to? Yes! Oh my God! I won a fucking heroic combat that mattered. This is an exciting moment for all Mordor. I'm going to make some sweet charges, and we'll come back and have a look at how that affected the formations. So Gothmog's wonderful heroic move victory has certainly kept us in the game, at least for another turn. Gothmog has ploughed around into here and brought a whole lot of orcs with him. We've left a couple to just kind of tie up these guys, hopefully kill them off. But the most important play that's unfolded is here at the back. Now, the only 2 guys who couldn't move were these 2 spearmen, so they just sat stationary, but all of the other front rank moved around and managed to get out and tie off a whole bunch of these guys, including Faramir and Madril. And so now the contingent that is approaching the board end is now down to 7, which means that victory is not completely assured for the Gondorian forces, and I've got a whole lot of orcs converging on these last couple of infantry units. So we might be able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. We'll see how we go. Tom, what did you do after that?
So I pretty much pulled that last band, anything that was left, retreating, trying to get them out. We've moved some of the spear supports in to make sure there's very limited combats on the 2 heroes, and the rest were already engaged in sort of sacrificial fights there.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a pretty important heroic combat going down with Faramir this turn. I've obviously got no might left with Gothmog, which I had forgotten because I'd set up a nice slingshot on that Gondorian with both of my heroes, but losing that fight to this pesky Gondorian has certainly proved a costly error for Gothmog. You got nothing to shoot?
I've got nothing to shoot.
Heroic combat?
Yes, I'm going to be using my free heroic from Faramir. So Faramir's still got the 1 might left normally. And Madril's going to use his last might to kill heroic combat as well. So
Okie dokie, 2 going off. Right, well, nothing I can do about it. What would you like to do first?
Faramir's. Let's hopefully it goes off. So.
Okay, I've got a single poor dude who is definitely going to shield and channel the Great Eye himself to hold up. Oh, come on, boy! No! You're kidding me! Oh, come on. Sauron was clearly looking elsewhere. And there you go. Faramir gets the kill. Well done.
Wow, very unlucky.
Well done, son of Gondor. Alright, and he's got a big juicy move now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a very sensible choice there. Straight into the retreating forces. And cut off those little usurpers.
Yep.
Very nice indeed. So one of the most powerful things about Gothmog is, of course, Master of Battle, which we almost completely forgot about. So Faramir and Madril have called heroic combats within 6 inches of Gothmog, which means I get one for free. So Faramir's combat has gone off, and now Gothmog's has as well, and he's gotten the kill. And what he is going to do is plow straight on in with his friendly little orc here and grab Madril before his heroic combat can go down. So that is going to be some pretty spicy action. Now, we've got Gothmog. I've got one orc and the orc that Madril shouldn't have killed when we accidentally did this the first time on Madril. And he has got a big, juicy trap. I feel like this son of Gondor could be going down, Tom. All right. I got 3 dice with Gothmog and 2 with my orc warriors. You've got no might left?
No, I don't.
No might left. All right. You want to set the tone for me? Oh, 2 and a 3. Oh, 1, 2s and 3s. I've got it on fight value though. All right, so what's the defense of Madril? D5. All right, so I'm needing, I've got Hatred of Man as well, so +1 on these dice. Needing 4s for the red. I've got, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that looks like 2 wounds.
So he's got a fate.
Got a fate point. Oh, he saved it!
Wow.
Madril's still in it.
Huge.
Goodness me. Oh, but he's trapped, of course.
Trapped.
He's trapped. Let's not get too excited. Okay, another 5 dice. Looking for 4s on those red dice. Come on, Gothmog, finish him off. Yeah, there we go. Another 3 wounds. Well, history has repeated itself once again. And Gothmog has taken the spear from his spear-armed comrade, grabbed it, and jabbed it straight down into Madril's face. Okay, cool. Let's jump on into the rest of the combats. The dude who is trapped against the tent.
Let's shield it up.
I will have Mordor dice, thank you. And it goes to you. God damn it. The Ranger, 2 again. I'll stab this time. There we go. Got it. Rerolling 1s. And got him with a 6. What else have we got going on in there? Start over here, the one-on-ones with the Rangers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab. Oh, goes to you, stabbing damage, and I'm fine. I'm also fine. And the second combat.
Yep.
Ranger on Orc again, stabbing once more, goes to me. Rerolling 1s, and gets nothing. Both Rangers are fine. We need to kill them, so that could prove costly.
4 on 1, yeah.
5 on 1, I think. Yep, because one of my heroic combat is charged in too. So you've got a shield. Yep, I'm going to stab. I think I can get this one. Why did I say that?
No.
That was dodgy. All right, pass. So tied fight value goes.
My priority, and I
goes to you. I'm a cheeky bastard. Why did I say that?
Yeah.
All right, put a big wound on one of them. Go on.
No, I shielded.
Oh, you shielded, of course. Oh, but dude, stabbing damage. I stabbed with the front 3 models. One's
5.
dead.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. That was foolish.
And Damrod against 3.
Damrod on 3 normal orcs. We're going to stab on this guy. We're confident. And there we go. 6s. All right, re-rolling 1s. We got a 1. It mattered. It really mattered.
1 wound. Fate point from Damrod, and he's
saves it. Nice. Doing well on the fate points.
And we've got a Ranger on 1.
Yeah, up the very back there. Just 1 Ranger on 1 Morannon Orc. I'm going to stab. Oh, that was dumb. Stabbing damage. No, I'm good. Wound him. No.
And finally, an Enforcer +2 on an Orc.
Cool, so my Enforcer after the heroic combat has slingshotted to be nice and close, and he's taking on this Man of Minas Tirith with 2 spearmen. 6 for me.
5.
And you're trapped as well. And got him on the first one. Down he goes. All right, we're dishing out a bit of pain now. That Master of Battle slingshot could prove very interesting, but of course, this set of heroic move roll-offs is going to be very important as well. Let's jump into priority, Tom. It's a pretty big one. 6 for Gondor, 2 for Mordor. Goes to you. All right, so I got to call some heroic stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is, now that I've got my Gothmog and Gothmog's Enforcer next to each other, is I'm going to call a heroic move with Gothmog using one of Gothmog's Enforcer's points of will, which is one of the awesome synergies that those two have. So he's got 3 points of will, so that takes him down to 2, allowing Gothmog to call a heroic move. And I'm assuming you'll counter call with something?
I'll counter call with Faramir's free one.
Faramir's free one. It's amazing how much that 3-pointer might really evened up this scenario, hey? All right, you've got priority, so you get to do the roll-off.
Oh, teasing us.
Oh, goes to Gondor. Faramir gives one last shout, fall back to Minas Tirith. And the boys are getting out of there. All right, we're going to let Tommy do his work without the pressure of the camera, and we'll come back and check it out.
We've fallen back. We managed to get 7 warriors of the 9 we need to get off. Faramir's fallen back with a few warriors to this corner, trying to use the wall, but the orcs are able to sneak through the little door, so I'm kind of getting trapped and needing to win the next move off to get here, seeing as Faramir has got a might and free heroic every turn, but Gothmog also has that counter call, and if he needs to call him the move, he's got the Enforcer there with 2 will left. So fallen back, the last few warriors have been trapped up, and then Lachie moved and charged. So
yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting little turn. That roll-off next turn is definitely going to be the decider. But we've got a couple of combats. Let's start over here next to Faramir. 2 orcs on 1 warrior of Gondor. You going to shield, Tommy?
I am going to shield.
All right, we will stab. Oh!
There you go,
stabbing damage. And I'm fine. Let's do this poor little soul who's been trapped up against the tent all turn.
He's going alright. He's going to fight. He's going to fight. Oh, bad idea.
Alright, he's trapped against the tent and he's still alive. Alright, this guy in here who was so rude last turn, we've ganged up on him so he's completely trapped this time, and we are stabbing. I got the 6. 2's for you, and there we go. He is cooked. Not many left now. We've got Damrod deep inside underneath here, and he has been wrapped around by 3 orcs who are all going to stab. And I have got a 5 high, and Damrod's out of might. He's trapped, so the first 2, that gets his last wound. Down he goes. Damrod has fallen. And then we've got one last little ranger on Morannon Orc to finish us off. I'm going to stab. Goes to you again. See if you can get him. Nope. Stabbing damage. Down he goes. That pesky ranger is holding up exceedingly well. Now, that is all of our combats for this turn. Let's jump into priority. Here we go. 1 goes to you. I'm going to spend a point of Gothmog's Enforcer's Will to call a heroic move with Gothmog.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Tom?
I will be challenging with Faramir's free. We're going to do the Nazgul first.
Of course. All right. Now, this is really going to be important. So, he needs 2 models off the board. Can you get me a tape measure, Tom? The only one who can't get off the board could potentially be this ranger, but I think he might be within 6 anyway. He's just out. Yeah. But I mean, you only need to get 2 models off anyway. So what I can do is I'm going to paralyze this gentleman here.
Yeah.
Let's see what that does. Needing a 3. And I got a 2!
Doesn't matter.
Oh, Faramir's right there, you see. He's bravely bringing his boys on. Okay, you've got priority. Let's see this roll off. Look at his face.
Oh no. Classic.
In we go. I'm finally winning some roll-offs. Alright, so Gothmog's got to move first. I'm going to make some charges and try and trap as many of these Gondor forces as we can, and we'll see what we can do. So, most exciting news we've heard all games that we're no longer under that bloody cathedral. We've got all our models out in the open where we can see them much more nicely, and we've got some pretty epic stuff unfolding. But let's begin with the simple things. I can't call any heroic combats or anything with Gothmog because I'm still out of might. You have spent your free one.
I've got my 1 point of might, but I don't want to call it because Master of Battle.
Yes,
I really
I can
don't
just
want to
mirror.
activate him. Yeah.
Yep. Well, let's start over here. You've got your little spearman is trying to do a runner.
He's going to shield.
Yeah, let's see if my boys can catch him and put the knife in. Oh, 4.
Tied.
Goes to me. This is what, yeah, big spear in the back. Come on. No, he's still there. Well done.
Push me further to the goal. That's the plan.
And you got one more runner in here as well who did a little bolt, but he's fine for now. What would you like to start with, Sir Tom?
We will start with Gothmog's. Get it out of the way.
Gothmog, alright, so I've got Gothmog, Gothmog's Enforcer, and 2 spear supports on 1 trapped ranger. Let me gather 50 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what I need. Show me the ranger. He gets 4 high, and we've got him. He's trapped, needing 4s and 5s because of hatred of man. Down he goes. Alright, 1 ranger down. Who is next?
The 1 warrior on 1.
1 on 1. This is one that could shape up a little better for Gondor. 2.
Maybe not.
2 goes to you on
went
fight
to-
value.
4.
4. Doesn't get the wound, but he's still alive, which is all that really matters. Who's next?
Faramir.
Faramir on 3.
Yep.
Now it doesn't look like I've managed to trap him
No.
because of where the other troops were positioned, which could be very key. Now let's see how we go, boys. Oh, Faramir's got the 6. Look at that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on this warrior, then this one,
Okay, cool. So favoring this orc here. Go for it.
because he's not got a shield as well.
5s and then 4s. So that will take down just the 1. But you've opened up the path, and that's all that matters. You've got the path. Alright, we've got 1 more combat left, I think.
Mate, I've got 1 point of might. I'm gonna use it.
Yep, kill him.
Use it, yeah.
Yeah.
I need that gap.
Good idea. Yeah, really clear it out.
Have to-
Get rid of the control
Otherwise I
zone.
kinda, finally, that spearman.
Alright,
on
so he's
the
been
4.
ganged up
Yeah.
by 4. Alright, here we go.
Shielding.
And 6 high for me, 6 high for you. So another roll off. Goes the forces of good.
Wow.
Good is still in there, so it's going right down to the wire. Alright, let's jump into priority for turn number, I want to say 6 or 7. Okay, here we go. Oh no, get rid of this green Rohan dice. Here we go. Big juicy Mordor. Oh, I got a 1. 6 goes to you. Alright, I have to spend my last point of will with Gothmog's Enforcer to call my heroic move. You're going to counter call with the 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
got to.
you got to do it. Okay, so once again, you get to do the roll off, which I'm exceedingly excited about. I hate doing them. Oh, he's got it! Faramir has called. Fall back to Minas Tirith. All right, let's check these control zones, but I think you're safe as houses.
Yeah, we're good.
Faramir can get off. Faramir can move around.
And can the soldier as well. Yes, all 3 can
All
get
3
out.
can fall
Yeah.
back. 1, 2, 3. Taking your total to how many off the board?
That is taking us to 10 off the board.
10
with
off the
Faramir.
board, and that is above 33%, so the
Yeah.
forces of Gondor have successfully retreated. They still sustain some losses.
Yeah,
Madril and
some big
Damrod both fell, didn't they?
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump into the post-game.
Well, another victory for the forces of good, taking us to 2-1. Well done, dude. You did quite a successful retreat. I thought you had it in the bag for a while, but then it got pretty close.
Yeah, you got a bit tight with Master of Battle kicking in, and then all of a sudden, crumbling.
Yeah.
Just the hordes kept coming.
Yeah, that was one thing that really blew me away during the whole game. I think I ended up rolling for reinforcements 12 or 13 times, and I didn't have an orc come on twice out of those 13 rolls. So I certainly had a lot of numbers. It probably it didn't massively play into it, but I certainly managed to get a few extra guys up around that fight at the end. I think if I'd got another one of those roll-offs to go my way, it would have been a really telling factor.
Yeah.
Big play for me was definitely your bloody man of Gondor stopping Gothmog at the start.
Archer, yeah.
That was
Really
huge. We can see just how lethal Gothmog can be when he gets close to the enemy heroes, gets those Master of Battle synergies, and just him being held up a turn and losing 2 points of might just to clear that bloody 10 was massive. What about you, dude? What was the big play?
Faramir having 3 might. That had to be it. I don't think I would have won with how this game played if I didn't have
it
the
was
heroic
massive.
move and the combat every turn just to
Keep
Faramir,
pulling it away, keep saving him, keep calling combats. Yeah, we kind of called it at the start, didn't we? We thought it was going to be massive, and it was certainly huge. There are a lot of instances where, I could have you up against the wall, or in a position where I could really swing it, and you would have been out of might, but no, off you go, free for days. But yeah, that was certainly a really good scenario, but I am certainly excited to be out of Osgiliath. I have seen enough of these ruins to last me at least another 5 scenarios. So now we are diving into some really cool stuff as we move forward into the campaign. We're going to break it up into chunks rather than following the exact campaign order. But first up, we've got a couple of fleeing from Osgiliath scenarios with Gandalf the White Rider coming out and saving them, and then Faramir trying to retake it, so that's some cool Pelennor Field stuff. And then we start to move into more Pelennor Fields, and then Gondor, and then Pelagia. So much cool stuff to look forward to. Thank you so much for joining us, Tom.
It's good.
Always good to have you here.
Nice and thematic. Madril and
Madril and Dalrog both died, of course.
Faramir escaped, slightly wounded.
Yeah. It was definitely. We've had quite a few good themey moments, haven't we?
It's good.
Everything's playing out so well. And Faramir, has he died yet?
No,
he's still alive. Well, very true to form then. I mean, hasn't really done much in those early games. Nice for him to see him really kicking ass this turn. I mean, it wasn't really mini Aragorn, doesn't really count. But
it does count.
But because anyway, so yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. It's been awesome fun for us to play, and there's so much more cool stuff to dive into with the rest of the campaign. If you haven't checked out all of the other episodes, I'll link them down in the description below, and there's heaps of other SBG content here on the channel, so make sure you check all that out as well. But in the meantime, keep on SBG gaming. Cheers, guys.
This city was once the jewel of our kingdom. A place of light and beauty and music. And so it shall be once more!
Somebody's found peace into the abyss.
This is my power.
The city of Osgiliath has been reclaimed!